What's going on, boxing heads? It's your boy Pull Counter Boxing coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. Please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. So, the son of God, Andre Ward, SOG Ward. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes OGs in the game, just because they OGs, sometimes they be out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? The closer you are to a fighter, it skews your perspective, you know what I'm saying? And OJ, and Andre Ward, he's not an exception. In the past he said that, for himself, he wanted to be that dude to fight the best. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to, fight your rival. We got videos on here. I might do a video showing what he said. You know, um, you can't be out here, contradicting yourself and saying that you don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? And support that kind of shit as an OG in boxing, right? And taking shit out of context. And I think that's what Ward, being a media savvy dude, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these YouTube people do. They take a part of what you say and they take it out of context and they try to bend it and tie it around your neck, one part of what you're talking about, instead of just being honest, you know what I'm saying, and taking things into full context. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just making making a big drama show out of one part of what you say. So, I think we all know what Showtime Shawn Porter was saying when he said, yes, sir. When he was saying, like, he was just telling Terence Crawford, that he has to, come correct. You know what I'm saying? You got to come correct, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't just walk in, the PBC all by yourself, bro, with no form experience, you know what I'm saying? And expect this man, Al Heyman, to to work for you or work for your best interests, right? That don't mean you getting screwed. It's just that they're looking out for their side and they're making you an offer. Now you have every right to reject that offer, but we shouldn't have to say these things. This is common sense shit. You know what I'm saying? This is common sense shit. We do not have to. You do not have to. Put it out there in the atmosphere that Terence Crawford can turn down the deal, but that's not the point, and we all know that. See, that's why people, saying when you get to talking about this, you always got to exhaust yourself to cover, saying even the most common sense points, since or somebody gonna come in there and try to muddy the waters, or somebody gonna come in there and try to throw off the whole conversation by attacking shit that don't need to be said. You know what I'm saying? Things that don't need to be said. We already know that Terence Crawford can walk away from this fight, but that's not the point, bro. The point is when somebody says that they've been waiting for this fight for 4 years, they lying about that. You know what I'm saying? They lying about that, right? When somebody says that, this man's been ducking, they calling this man gay and all kind of shit like that, right? So when the fight comes to the table, you don't see that same kind of energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? When the fight comes to your table, now it's about something else. You know what I'm saying? Now that the fight is in front of you, right? And see, none of your fans and nobody want to keep hold you accountable for the shit you're saying, right? And now everybody's trying to, save this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because now, he's looking, to fight. You know what I'm saying? Looking at his fate in the ring right before him. So now it's about money and other shit. And Andre Ward is a friend of Terence Crawford, right? So that kind of, throws his credibility out the window right there. And he right now he's trying to check Shawn Porter, for saying what he said. Just telling Terence Crawford that when you're dealing with a Al Heyman or you're dealing with the big businessmen, they just want the software to be compatible, right? You can't use Windows 95 for, a Safari browser. You know what I'm saying? In 2022. right? So, back then, fighters were able to work shit out. You know what I'm saying? If you was on the same accord or you had the same software, right? So it's the same thing today, bro. You can't be the B side. You can't be the B side coming in making demands because, the only thing you got that these people even want is that belt, right? And see, you're trying to control the PBC just because you got a belt, right? You're trying to be the A side because you just got a belt, but it don't work like that, bro. People will skip you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you would have done what you came to do, block undisputed from Errol Spence Jr. just by holding on to the belt. But that makes you, that makes you the scumbag. You know what I'm saying? That makes you the scumbag because it's not about legacy, bro. You holding the belt ransom because you don't want to get your ass whipped, right? You're not going to be the corporations or you talk about business. They're not gonna move. You're not gonna get um as much money as you think out of these people when they got other options, bro. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed only means something to EJ. It don't mean nothing to the PBC, or it don't mean nothing to Al Heyman. Al Heyman probably advising Errol Spence Jr. to move forward and forget this clown who's trying to leverage, his only asset because nobody else want to fuck with Terence Crawford because of this kind of pussy punk ass shit that he's doing right here. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's why people look at his fans like they're crazy, bro. Because there's a lot of scumbags out there that would do exactly the same thing what Terence Crawford is doing. You know what I'm saying? They'll get off that legacy shit and they'll get on some saying some grimy ass, saying I'm gonna hold out the belt because I already got my undisputed, you know what I'm saying, belt. So, EJ is basically telling Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, let's get in the ring and figure out who's the best. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is like, nah, I'm gonna hold on to the belt and watch you squirm type shit, right? So what part of the game is that, bro? What part of boxing is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's all about the competition. These dudes don't know each other personally. So what part of the game is that? That's why it's some pussy punk ass shit. And that's why as fans, you gotta look at who they are. You know what I'm saying? To support this kind of bullshit, right? So they want to go beyond boxing. What I'm saying, you got some psychologically, fucked up folk out here. You know what I'm saying? Where they get on some gangs or some color shit where they could support a guy no matter, what his character is. You know what I'm saying? And this, if we boxing fans, we supposed to, what I'm saying, want to see the two best fight, right? Nobody cares about the money, right? You know what I'm saying? And he said and Terence Crawford even said himself, if he was Errol Spence Jr., if he was Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, he would just take, whatever, right? So, there's a lot. See, this is what we mean by there's a lot of bullshit going on the Terence Crawford side. They're just trying to be petty. They're trying to muddy up the waters. They're trying to what I'm saying, put propaganda out there, leak shit, so they fans, what I'm saying, to have some trollish shit to say out there, you know what I'm saying? Bro, this is not grown man shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is looking fucked up in these streets. And a lot of you guys, you know what I'm saying, y'all down with the shits. Y'all down with that old kind of bullshit, bro. But anyway, Andre Ward, you talking I hear you, it sounds like you have some inside information. I want to hear more. Why? Why? Why don't you just call up your boy Terence Crawford? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure y'all stay in touch. If Why are you even interested in this? You know what I'm saying? You over at top rank, right? I know that's your friend and everything, but why you fucking with Shawn? You know what I'm saying? Shawn, what I'm saying, he talks to Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? What do you need to know? You're not brokering no deals. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, what you got to do with this? And Sean's like, yes, sir. I clear up what I'm trying to say. I believe meaning I could be dead wrong. Most fighters aren't respected once they get to the table. So he needs to come with his A game, and that may mean getting some representation that is respected at the table. So I mean, I think that's plain and clear. You know what I'm saying? You see Crawford in these IGs and you see him just going back and forth, fucking up his whole points he's trying to make, looking like a sucker, you know, looking like a nigga that don't want to fight, looking like a nigga about to retire, right? So, he needs a PR person and everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's EJ ain't even saying nothing, bro. And Crawford is out here killing himself, and his supporters don't care. You know what I'm saying? That this nigga is crisscrossing over everything he's saying, going back and forth on dates and getting the shit fucked up, can't keep the lie straight. And they're like, they don't care. They don't care. That they don't care that this man is ducking. You know what I'm saying? They don't care that this man lying, lie on the air, go in there and cry about his resume 247, bro. How much can you stand to that shit? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the best welterweight, what I'm saying, in the division. You're supposed to be, Mr. Undisputed at 140. And you crying every day about giving me respect for my shit. And it's like, bro, we hardcore boxing fans, we follow this shit. Your resume ain't shit. I'ma say it every day. I'ma say it every day, bro. Nobody respects that bullshit. You're gonna have to fight EJ to get some respect, and you don't like it. And you don't because you don't think you could beat EJ. You think if you lose to EJ, everybody gonna say your resume ain't shit. Well, they saying that already, bro. They already saying that your resume ain't shit. And Andre Ward, how you gonna check Shawn Porter? You know what I'm saying? How is he gonna come out and check somebody for what? You know what I'm saying? So he can come in here, misrepresent everything, talking about fighters need a seat at the table. You know what I'm saying? Well, if Andre Ward got more business acumen than Terence Crawford, why don't Andre Ward shut the fuck up? Why don't he shut the fuck up and go down there and help that man, make this deal happen? You know what I'm saying? And tell him about some of the experiences he had to get, different events together, or have him, seek out Jay Prince as a business consultant on some of the things he need to look out for and get together, on his side. Either way, you can't say it's a shitty deal if you don't even know what the deal is. If you don't understand the deal, right? You can't say that shit, bro. You know. Yeah, we may not know nothing on the outside, but we see him made a deal with a whole nother nigga. You know what I'm saying? He made a deal with a whole nother nigga, but yet he don't understand shit that's going on at the PBC. See when Terrence Crawford can beat a dude in the ring, everything he understands the business. See, when there's no threat to him getting his ass whipped, he seems to understand real good what's going on. But see, now that he's fighting in a 50-50 fight, it ain't nothing. I want y'all to check that. Anytime he has a big fight that's dangerous, things he don't understand all of a sudden. I don't understand what's going on. They trying to fuck me. The money ain't there with Pacquiao. You know. So, with Andre Ward, you know, I mean, he's just on the outside looking in. So I don't know why, he's trying to, paint a picture to where somebody is saying that Terrence Crawford can't have a seat at the table. He has a seat at the table. It's just that, what I'm saying, you can't come up to the table, raggedy. You got to come up there, clean with real representation to break it down to so you can understand it. But you can't come out here and leak propaganda that it's a fucked up deal and you don't really know, what the deal is, right? That all this no guaranteed money and then we find out that yeah, you did get guarantees and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You turned down. You turned down 3 fight deals. There's a long laundry list of what's going on. See, because one thing Terence Crawford do is he'll tell you one part, but he don't tell you the other part. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you one part of what he's saying, and he makes sure he's not clear about the details. That's why EJ says, show the draft, show the draft, bro, because you're lying, right? Show the draft because you're lying. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody's willing to do something like that, they'll tell you one part so they can look good, and they vague on the other side and try to make the other side look bad. I tell you they disingenuous, and I tell you that they're not to be believed. I don't believe nothing that comes out of Terence Crawford camp. Andre Ward, I see how he operate on ESPN. I don't believe really nothing from the Son of God. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't believe nothing coming from him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's Terence Crawford's friend and he wants what's best for Terence Crawford. How he's going to check Shawn Porter, I don't know. I don't know. That's just kind of out of left field. Because Shawn Porter don't care. He don't really. Well, he's a friend of Terence Crawford too, right? So these are all his friends. You know what I'm saying? In the media. You know what I'm saying? Worried about what Terence Crawford is doing, and we see what he's doing. He's fighting a whole nother dude. So how can you say that's not a duck? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How can you walk away from the biggest fight of your career? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To go fight somebody lesser who's not going to do anything for your career, right? You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Terence Crawford is getting. You see, everybody assume that what everything Terence Crawford say is real and what everything Errol Spence Jr. and the PBC is fake. You know what I'm saying? But really what it is that they don't want Terence Crawford to take that risk to get his ass whooped. And they're willing to lie, cheat, steal, whatever, you know what I'm saying, to keep that from happening so he can retire without being exposed. That's a big part of this. You know what I'm saying? They don't want him to go in there and have to pay the piper for all that trash talking after all these years. And a lot of y'all co-sign on that. But see, boxing is about challenging yourself, taking the risk, and about fighting the best. It ain't about all this lying and social media and stuff. It's not about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a difference. That's a difference in the value system between one boxing um, fan versus another boxing fan. A lot of y'all are down with all the propaganda, lies, or whatever y'all move the goalposts on whatever Terence Crawford say. Everybody else just want to see him stick to one thing and that be that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him being all over the place, lying about this or lying about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the truth, what I'm saying, is Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? He don't get on here trying to make all kind of excuses. He just want to see this man in the ring, right? So it's easy to see what side is solid and what side is, what I'm saying, has loose foundations. He has to keep contradicting himself, keep Terence Crawford has to keep contradicting himself and keep backtracking and to cover plot holes that, what I'm saying, he's asserted against the PBC or against Al Heyman. One hand, Al Heyman is cool. On the other hand, they're trying to screw him. You know what I'm saying? So, one hand, Al Heyman is for Errol Spence Jr. The other hand is, what I'm saying, he don't get nothing out of that. Bro, you the B side. You the B side, bro. They got they got the fight. The BBC got the fight. So you're gonna have to throw your toys in the trunk and you gotta go over there and play with their toys, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about if you're gonna try to make this fight happen, oh, you don't have to do it. Oh, you don't have to go over there and play. But that's how you've been doing your entire career. That's what you've been doing your entire career. You've been staying away from the PBC because you don't want to fight them fighters that could beat you. Right? And we've seen this. But you want to talk shit about you could beat those fighters and how everybody's afraid of you. That's why niggas can't stand you today. You know what I'm saying? Because you full of shit. And it's smoking mirrors. That's why EJ told you, you smoking mirrors, bro. Nobody got time to be playing with Terence Crawford. Nobody got time to be playing with a professional boxing troll. You know what I'm saying? We got to move on, bro. You know what I'm saying? If EJ gonna move up to 154, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this would be a missed opportunity in boxing history because it's your boy straight pussy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he could use whatever business, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, muddy the water so and say who fault it is. He already talked about the fight that's passing by. And that just lets you know in his mind, you know, he can't beat EJ, so he's not gonna take the risk. He's just gonna try to grab a few retirement checks and he gonna bounce out. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to y'all Bud fans need to talk to your boy or you know what I'm saying? Y'all meet him at the Hall of get you a ticket to the Hall of Fame if he gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because he talk that's all he talk about is going to the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? But nobody watched his fights in real life. You know what I'm saying? His ticket sales was dismal, horrible. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's gonna watch his fights afterwards either. If they wouldn't watch him in real time, they definitely not gonna watch him after he retired. So if he's cool with that, you know what I'm saying, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying, and we'll just watch EJ move on and either fight some of these young lions or fight somebody up at 154 because he got a lot more legacy left. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we got this coward that blocked. Um, Undisputed from him, and it's not EJ fault. But that's all I got. This has been Full Kind of Boxing. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to our channel for more hardcore boxing content. Can't make this shit up. Um,